said, my name is Keybo Taylor, and I'm running for sheriff of Gwinnett County. And not much about me. I'm a lifelong resident of Gwinnett County. I grew up in Lawrenceville. I policed over with the Gwinnett County Police Department for 26 years. I retired as the highest ranking African American in the history of that department when I retired back in '09. This area out here was my first command. All right, when I first got appointed to the position of major, I had the South Precinct, so this was my area, and still have a lot of folks out here that I'm connected to, have a lot of ideas out here that I'm connected to, and this is where I developed a lot of it. How I got connected with Emily is when I first got into this race, and for anybody that has, you know, for the folks that have ran races and gotten into it, you know that there's a lot. There's a lot that you don't know, and when you don't have money, you know, to have somebody to come in right off the bat and start putting the paperwork together for you, you scramble a lot. Emily was very nice to me. She came out, she helped me get myself organized. She and I connected, we clicked. Even though she was helping other candidates that was in my race, I think she and I really clicked off. And we shared some things, man. We shared a passion for behavioral health, okay, which is one of the strongest passions that I have that I know needs to be reformed out here. And we were looking at ways as to how we can do that from the position of the Sheriff's Department. I know Emily will do a good job, okay? You have to have a level of passion just to get into this. And then when you talk about it and you see people talk about what they're doing, you can tell that passion. And if you have a candidate and he's standing there talking or she's talking and you can't feel the passion about what they're talking about, you know, you may want to examine and move to the next candidate, okay? Because people get into this thing for all different reasons. I think Emily's in for the right reason. And it's been evident by the fact that she threw her hat into the ring the last time when it just seemed like that was, you know, a pretty well much impossible task. As we said, it takes money. All of us that is in this thing, we know that it takes money. This is about Emily tonight. You know, even as candidates, we have to support each other. You know, it might not be a lot to what we can do, but at least symbolically, we can, you know, do what we can for each other out here, okay? Do what you can for Emily. All right, go to your family members, ask them to do what they can. And I believe in the old way, which is now the new way. When Obama won his race, it was $25 a pop, okay? So no amount is too small, okay? Let's do what we can. Emily, I wish you the best of luck. You know you got me on your side, okay? And I think we're gonna do great things out here. And let me just say one last thing. All of these races are important, okay? The sheriff's race is very important out here in Gwinnett County. We have a chance to do something monumental out here and completely change the transparency and the trust level of what we can do with Gwinnett County. But it's not just the sheriff's race, it's also the commission chairman's race, it's the DA's race. And if any one of us is standing here talking about what we can do, and also the judge's race. I forgot about the judge's race.
Let's
too.
not forget them now.
No, we're not. But when we sit down and we talk about what we want to do, it takes the corporation of all four of those races to make it happen. I can tell you a bunch of things I want to do, but if I don't get the funding, I can't do it. If I don't have the prosecutors on my side, it won't get done. If I don't have the judges to sign off on it, it won't get done. Okay? So please pay attention. You know, and give it, you know, I know we're down ballot and we're not as high profile as some of these other races, but when it comes down to what is actually going on in your community, in your backyard, okay, for your kids, if you got kids, if you got grandkids around here, this is where it starts. Not at the state level, it starts right here. It starts with what these officers do out here on the street. Okay, it starts with what these deputies do. It starts with what the prosecutors do behind it and how the judges handle it from there. And what these commissioners are willing to pump their funding into. So one more time, you can find my information on KeyboForSheriff.com. That's spelled out for F-O-R. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your votes. Please go in there and take a look.